the chiefs that like illegally used this Wi-Fi and all of that were held accountable.
I saw that.
Like
that Navy Times article. I saw that.
Yeah, so I heard, shit came down pretty much. And what I heard from it was people upset because they felt like some of the punishments for the Chiefs wasn't, real enough. Like just wasn't hard enough. Like a bust down from E8 to E7. And these were just for the sellers to understand, these were conversations. Some of these conversations, most of them included Chiefs. It wasn't like junior sellers feeling like this. It was Chiefs feeling like this. And so that kind of burst my question of, to my knowledge, or I know a lot of junior sellers might feel based off their observation that they might feel like Chiefs are held to a different, khaki are held to a different standard than junior enlisted sellers. I got a different opinion. I think we kind of bust through this in one of our previous episodes with the junior seller, but I never got a CO's perspective on the difference in accountability held between khaki and junior sellers. So I hope that, kind of bundle of words all make sense. But I'm trying to get what your perspective is on why it might look like, whatever your perspective is, period. And then the answer to the question of why it might look like a khaki might not have been held to the same standard as a junior enlisted seller if that's the way it goes sometime for you.
Yeah. The short answer is it's a different standard. It don't look like it. It is, full stop. Right. And that's because think of the investment the Navy makes in getting that person to that rank or to that position. There's years of experience in some regards. Even when you look at a junior officer, there's a significant financial investment in putting them there. And so you can it's real easy to say UCMJ article 92, or help me out, LNC. Which one is the fade obey? Was that
92?
Yeah. So just say article 92 for an E5, that E5 gets busted to an E4, and then a whole different circumstance for an E8 or an E7, that's a little cleaner, E7, regardless of what the actual charge, the specification was, it still got boiled down to a 92, but the chief didn't get busted. The chief just, got detached for cause or just got restriction, right? Back over to leadership to explain why it's different. Don't leave it ambiguous, right? Invest in educating the folks under your charge with why every NJP process, every CO's mass is case by case. Because when you because you damn if you do it, damn if you don't. If you account for the wholesaler and you still bust them, then it's you didn't have enough compassion. If you ignore the wholesaler and don't bust them, then it's, you should have busted them because they also do this. So it's a no-win situation anyway. So the best thing you can do, at least for me as a sitting CEO, is stand 10 toes down on the decision I made and why I made it. And if it gets overturned, it gets overturned. If it gets set aside, it gets set aside. If it sticks, it sticks. But with what I had at the time and recognizing that that process is tied to my culture and my climate, just understand that those are going to be cumulative and just be ready to articulate the reasons why. I talk to my team. I tell them all the time when they're dealing with professional development, dealing with performance. I always tell them, pick a bucket. Either pick growth and discipline or pick professional development. But what you don't do is you don't get to not pick a bucket. And what I mean by that is admiring the professional deficiency. I want to hear from my chief's mess. I want to hear from my wardroom what you've done at your level based on this person's performance to try to correct it. Some form of EMI or something like that. That helps with the justification if you end up first picking the good on discipline bucket and then it getting through DRB and XOY up to me for a final decision.